Tozamba koko nomkhulu saka sandoda lesokoko bathini bathi umavula kuvala emzini noma yamadoda Auntie Usha number 1 locksmith. Today we are actually I'm excited. You know, sometimes you get sick and you go through challenges. You know, you'll remember I've announced the accident that happened, and things hasn't been so smooth, you know, in me, whether from 2023 and 2024. But I'm definitely sure Uguti next year, as we are going, which actually tomorrow, it will be 2025, I'm definitely sure Uguti I'll be fine, you know, or rather I'm hoping for the best Uguti I'll also be fine in 2025. Today we are saying, we are counting day 1 of our ancestral prayer. Siyaphandla. I must say, yet again, I'm very excited about it. This is one of the prayers that I look so forward to, and I wish I was going to be home, you know, as I'm doing this prayer. However, I will be in a very conducive environment. Yes, I'll be alone. However, I'll be in a very, very, very conducive environment that will allow me to connect spiritually as well, especially because of the very, 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 very first topic, first prayer theme of this profound prayer, which is uphahla, and that is self-introspection. Self-introspection. I've decided to say, Batini, Koko Batini, come up with something that will be nothing but the best start. I've asked myself a question to say, which area of life does one has to focus on as a starting point in fixing their lives? Which area of life is a starting point if one wants to fix their lives? Where do you start, Koko? Koko, I want a better life. Koko, I want to fix things that are happening wrong, that are wrong in my life, that are not coming right in my life. Koko, where do I start? Koko, I want to fix my life. Koko, it's a beginning of the year. I want to fix my life. Koko, I'm starting my life afresh. Koko, I want to fix my life. It doesn't matter, guys, when is your year end. The people who knows better about the historically geography or whatever, that understands better to say exactly when is the new year, they will explain. Many people, they will explain it in different ways. I'm not an expert in that, in terms of saying what the year, it doesn't start on the 1st of January. It's actually in what, no, I'm not an expert on that, and I'm not going to spoil such a research that is done by experts when it comes to that regard. However, my belief is that my new year starts on my birthday. As I was born on the 29th of November, it means my new year is the 30th of November. The 30th of November, that is when I'm saying it's a new year for me. It's a new beginning for me. I'm now a year older That is me. Then I'm in South Africa. We have a general calendar in South Africa, which is majority of us, again, I'll involve myself in that because I'm also South African. Majority of us, we believe or we are told the beginning of the year is the 1st of January, which is I'm okay with it. That's why I'm not doing the prayer or conducting the prayer on the 30th of November, because it's not about me. It's not about Gogo Batinembata. It's about us. Gogo Batinembata included. It's about us in saying it's a new year. It's a new beginning. For us as a majority in believing in the calendar. So I've decided to come up with these prayers based on the calendar of South Africa. Because, again, this is not about Gogo Batinembata. I am only an instrument that is used by ancestors to conduct these prayers. So my importance ends there. It starts and it ends there. So I cannot take this prayer and move it to the 30th because of that's when, no. Because the 30th, it's a new year for me. It's my new year. If you were born on the 31st, like my son, happy birthday, Tia. May your ancestors and the gods be with you, my son. May you grow to become a very responsible man. But I'll do another video for you, my son, just special for you. Like my son, Tia, Iminati Mbata, his birthday today. So tomorrow on the 1st is his new year, because he was born on the 31st of December. So tomorrow is his new year. Tomorrow is his new year. So every one of us have their own new years. So but today we're talking about the general one based on the calendar of that we have. It's a prayer. We're starting this evening, midnight, and the theme is self-introspection. Again, Gogo, why self-introspection? It's because it starts with you. It's because it starts with you. Whatever that needs to be done, to be start off with and everything, you cannot start fixing your life without self-introspection. Because self-introspection, it means you are starting from the beginning in terms of what went wrong. And self-introspection, it simply means how did you contribute in that wrong happening that is in your life? And if you can say, no, I've never contributed in this, she did this, he did that, they did this, what, keep on pointing people, forgetting about all these fingers that are pointing you. We need to start with self-introspection, which is, this is your self-introspection. As you are pointing, this is your self-introspection. It means there's a lot that you have contributed with for your life to happen this way. There's a lot. It doesn't matter whether you find him cheating, find her cheating, they cheated on you, they've robbed you in your business, what. Nah. There's a lot that happened to you. Maybe not the wrong, Uguti. You basically did something wrong to other people. That's why your life is like this. Sometimes we allow wrong people into our lives. Sometimes we forgive people that did not deserve our forgiveness. So today we are starting with self-introspection, so that as we are moving forward, we know very well Uguti we have done is self-introspection. We know exactly we know exactly what went wrong and how did you contribute to that wrongdoing. That wrong happened. So that we are able to say, right, now I'm starting the new page of my life. Because I know what happened. Because you have already summarized what happened. That's why on most of the books, there's a summary. They summarize what happened, and they also tell all about how did they arrive. How did the author arrived in writing the book. So today we are starting a new chapter by going backwards in doing self-introspection. How many of us who have planned come December, I'm getting my bonuses, I'm going to see ugogo Sibaniban, I'm going to see umkhulu Sibaniban, I must be in Limpopo before the 16th of December because I've promised ugogo Sibaniban I'm coming for a specific ritual. I'm going to whoever. I've promised ugogo K I'm coming back for the ritual. I've promised ugogo Batinimbata, or I've promised myself, most importantly, because actually it's all about you. I'm going to get help. How many of us that really did as we've promised ourselves, I need help and I'm going to seek for help? How many of us that have decided to go and have fun instead of us going and look for help that we need? How many of us? Let's not lie to ourselves. Let's do the sums. How many of us that said, no matter what, I need help. No matter what, I need the new 2025. I need the new 2025 so that my life can be fine. I want to see change in my life. How many of us who have done something towards that? How many of us that have done something? Like they literally did something for them, they start a year on a clean slate. They start a year knowing very well that's what they need. How many of us thought we are going to start with the majority in this prayer or this crossover prayers? How many of us? How many of us are with friends now, are in an environment that is not conducive? They cannot start with a prayer. There is no way they can start with a prayer where they are because they went out with friends, they contributed thousands, they've hired the car or they drove and whatever, they took a train, whatever, they're on a holiday, whatever. With friends that they can afford, friends that are well off, friends that have done their homework, friends that are before they left. But you find yourself in that position to say, damn, I should have. How many of us right now who kept on saying, I should have? Many of people who got bonuses, who are not good in terms of budgeting and everything, who actually don't care and everything, they are regretting as we speak. As we speak, they are regretting, I should have. How many of us? We are doing self-introspection today. Midnight at 12, as many people will be celebrating, will be happy with fireworks, that with their families. They are alone, as I will be. Let's invest our time and do self-introspection. Let's ask ourselves, how did we arrive in the point where you are where you are? Your life is not going well. How did you contribute to that? I'm not saying that your life is bad because of everything that you've decided to do. No, sometimes things are not well because of other people. Yes, other people, they do contribute to you for your things not to be fine. You cannot blame yourself alone. All I'm saying is that let's do self-introspection. Let's do self-introspection. In that way, we are going to find ourselves in a position whereby we are able to move forward because we know what went wrong, and we are now careful about our actions, because you know there's a certain action that you have taken, there's a certain decision that you have taken, that's why you find yourself where you are. You have done something. It's not just something that just happened. No, there's somewhere that there's that one thing, maybe, or two or three things that you have done that's why you find yourself where you are. So today, today we are going to have a meeting with our ancestors. Today, this midnight, on the 31st of December 2024, crossing over to the 1st of January 2025, we are going to have a meeting. Lalela, we are going to do a presentation. We are going to demand from our ancestors, where do we see ourselves? Yes, we are going to agree with, I know I went wrong here and here and here. I know. However, forgive me. However, please help me to move on with my life. Help me to move forward with my life. I cannot be in the same space again next year this time, because there will be another 31st next year. Yes, next year there will be the 31st of December next year. Now we are planning for the prayer for next year on the 31st of December to say, I have achieved what I wanted to achieve, or however, I've achieved 90% of the things that I wanted to achieve. I'm only human. It's okay. 2026, I'll do better. We are going to do a self-introspection to say, I want new challenges. I'm tired of these old challenges. I want something new, something that will challenge me better. Please help me. Please help me. I want something new. I want new challenges. I want to move on in a clean slate by doing a self-introspection. And when you are doing self-introspection, you don't need to lie to yourself, because you'll be talking to yourself alone. You are not going to do self-introspection and telling Koko Batini, but you know the reason things went bad this year. It's because I've stolen money at work and I got fired. It's because of I did this. It's because of I killed somebody and I think they did something to him or her. Koko did. No, you are not confessing. Self-introspection is confessing to yourself. You are not confessing to anyone that you did something wrong to them. Self-introspection simply means you are confessing to yourself, yes, dude, you are in the mirror. You are talking with the guy in the mirror to say, dude, you've messed up here. You're not talking to me. You're not going to make a call and call Mom Rose at the office and say, Mom Rose, as many people, they will call Mom Rose to say, Mom Rose, you know what, I don't know what to do anymore. I can't get hold of Ukoko Batini Mbata. However, Koko, I feel I can talk to you. We do have that. We do have that. We do have people who say, I want to go to Koko K and just speak to her. I want to go to Ukoko Nomkuli in Bloemfontein just to speak to them. I want to go to Hammanskraal, to Umkul. whoever who's in the network of Koko Batini, but or even not in the network, because it's not about us. There's many healers. Sometimes you just want to go to a healer and talk to them. And sometimes that can be difficult. That can be difficult sometimes. However, sometimes we feel we need that mirror that we're going to tell, that you're going to confess, to say, I've messed up here. No matter what, here I've messed up. I've messed up here. How do we move forward to that? How do we do that? When are we going to do that? Vandaag. 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 We are talking the truth, nothing but the truth. To who? To ourselves. So that we move forward knowing very well what went wrong. For once in your life, go and blame yourself where you went wrong. Forget about things that other people did to you. That's a given. It happened. They've done that to you. They'll do their own self-introspection. Let's forget about what people did to us. No, it's okay. Pointing fingers. Yeah, now. Do you know what we are living in the days whereby there are people that believe Zoguti, they know us better than we know ourselves. There are people that they are so sure in their lives, Zoguti, you know what, Ukoko Batin is going through what is going through because of this and this and this. You are telling other people about me. What about you? Allow me to judge myself as I'm doing today when I do self-introspection, to say, this is where I went on. I'm not going to do self-introspection by saying, Usman, things are not going well because of this. Usman, I'm not going to be an expert for other people's lives. No, I don't subscribe to that. No. Even if I can know where you went wrong, it's not for me to raise my hand and say, I know what went wrong to him or her. No, no. It's your life. Now, me, myself, that's why I've said I'm not going to do lives in this year. No, I'm not going to do that. Because I want to connect with my ancestors the way I should. I want to go deep when I do my self-introspection, because I'll be talking to myself. I'll be fixing my own life. So that I'm able to help you moving forward in the next year coming. Because I'm not going to be able to help you guys when you come here seeking for help and you find me with piles of my problems and everything, because I'm not able to do self-introspection, because I want to be jack of all trades. I want to do life. I want to connect with my ancestors. I want to help you here and everything. I can't. I can't. That's why this year, I ended up leaving you halfway, because I felt I cannot connect. It was impossible for me to connect. So this year, I want to connect. This year, I'm going to be alone. Now, this year, I'm going to escape to my fine zone. I'm going to escape to my conducive zone. I'm going to escape to my safe space for me to be able to impart and connect with my ancestors. By doing what? By talking to me. I'm not going to mention anyone's name in my self-introspection. Forget it. My enemies must forget it. I'm not going to mention any enemy to say, hey, enemies, what, or whoever who did wrong to me. Forget it. I'm not going to publish you or to give you free data that I'm using with my ancestors by talking about you. No, I'm going to do self-introspection. I'm going to talk to myself. Where did you go wrong? If you are a self-appointed enemy and everything, sorry, I'm going to deal with myself. And dealing with myself, it means I'm going to do better to people that I've done wrong. By going through a deep self-introspection, it simply means I'm going to do better to those that I've wronged, because they are part and parcel of my problems. Sometimes you're going through what you're going through because of what you did wrong. I want to find out about that. But I don't care about who did wrong to me. That's why one of the topics that we're going to talk about is forgiving others. I'll deal with you then. For now, I'm going to do self-introspection. That's what we're focusing on. Let's not lose focus, Bazalwan. Let's stick into this thing. Self-introspection. Self-introspection. Remember, as you are pointing fingers, you are forgetting something very important. Now, self-introspection. When I'm self. I waited for this my entire life. The time has come. 31st December 2024, crossing over to the 1st January 2025. And all I'm saying is that we are going to finish this prayer, and we are going to get best results as we did to majority of the people. The fact that I didn't get the good results as I was expecting, it doesn't mean I'm a failure. It just means it was not time for me yet, but it was time for others. And that's why go to comments, go and check last year's videos. You'll see what the people say to say, Gogo, it was my year. Gogo, we're pregnant. Gogo, I found a job. Gogo, I got my qualification. Gogo, I'm getting married. Gogo, I started the business. Gogo, I got a new deal. Gogo, I've got that tender. Gogo, this, Gogo, this, Gogo, this. That's what makes me happy. By what? By being happy with all those people that are happy. Because life is not about me. Don't be bitter because of it's not your time as yet. No. Don't have jealous because of it's not your time as yet. Do self-introspection. I did a video when I've mentioned to say your competitors are on another level. Your competitors are not using soap every day. Your competitors are not sleeping 8 hours or 12 hours as you do to say, oh, I have a handover. Oh, I'm tired. I was with friends. Hey, busy with all you think about in the morning is to pick up the phone and phone a friend. Hey, but with late is all. Yo. Hey, to see that kid. Yo, hey, that girl is beautiful. Yo, my pagisha. Yo. No, your competitors are not on that level. As you are sitting with your friends throughout the day, discussing ladies, discussing men, discussing other people's businesses and everything, your competitors are planning, are talking business, are planning the future. Your competitors are on that level. They are planning the future. Your competitors have done self-introspection. Mamela, they know their story. That's your competitors. They are not in the comfort zone that you are in. Your competitors are agitated. They are not relaxed. When they think about something at night, they wake up, they take a tablet, a phone, a notebook. They have journals next to their bed. Those are your competitors. Your competitors, they network when you're having fun. Your competitors are networking during this December. They are not in functions to drink and get drunk and forget and do stupid mistakes and everything. No, your ancestors, your competitors are networking with potential clients. And they found them relaxed because of the festive season. And then come January, the client, hey, we spoke in December. We met in that event. It was great meeting you, man. When can we meet for coffee? It was lunch, braai, zosiwa. Now they meet for coffee. They signed the deals. Those are your competitors. Your competitors are not crazy about label, no. They don't work throughout the year just to afford one expensive t-shirt that they will wear during December, or two that they will wear during December to impress people that don't care about them. They don't do that. How many suits do you have? Do you know that have labels on top? How many? How many suits do you know? That's a beautiful, that's a very nice suit and everything, and there's no label anywhere it, because it's not about labels and everything. It's not about that. It's about brain, networking. Today, self-introspection. Your competitors are on another level. Thokozani.